This frees up the neck area, neck and shoulders. Energy passes from this part of the body into the head. It has to travel through the neck. So if the arteries in the neck are constricted, you're going to have a problem with it, with the getting fresh energy into the brain. And in the subtle body, the Kundalini forces in the back, so to bring it up into the head, it has to pass through the neck. So if there's a blockage in the neck or in the base of the brain, you're going to have a problem with that. So if I do this, it just means that at that time there's energy built up here and it's not passing. So when I do this, it'll pass into the head. And this is going on in the subtle body and the physical body at the same time. This practice of pushing the fingers down, you don't push the thumb. It's this. You can put your camera on it. This is the practice. This is not the practice. This is not the practice. These are up, so they're strained, and this is not on the ground. So it is a very important practice because it tells the brain that you're doing work. The brain gives the lung a signal not to take air in. Even though I'm breathing like that, doesn't mean I'm taking air in. The air might go in the lung and come out. Because the lungs, the cells have to be receptive to the air. You know when people have TB, you can get as much air as you can. It doesn't go into the body. The cells just refuse to absorb the air. When this is done, the brain thinks that you're working, and it will cause the system to take a lot more oxygen in than it would. So we do this when we're breathing and we feel that the system is not taking air in. We do this practice to push the fingers down. And when you do, after you're finished, we interlock it and weave them back and forth because a little crampy feeling will develop here and in the fingers. So you release that and then do it again. These are locks. This is a stomach lock. This is pulled back and up under the chest. While I'm doing this, I'm applying two other locks. The anus sits like this. I pull the anus up. This is called an anus lock. In Sanskrit, it's called Ashwini Mudra. Ashwa is a horse. When the horse passes down, when they're done, the anus pulls back in the body, if you've ever seen it. So the same thing, you pull up the anus. So that's the anus lock. When I stop breathing, I automatically apply this lock. There's a chakra down there, you close it off so the energy can't go down. If the energy goes down through there, it doesn't come up. You have the sex lock. If you're urinating and you have to stop it, there's a muscle that you mentally pull in. That is not the sex lock, but the sex lock is tied to that. So when you pull that, the sex lock will also pull. You draw that back into the body like this, because a lot of energy flows out through the sexual chakra. So you pull that in. So lock 1, lock 2 is the sex lock, lock 3 is the stomach lock. The stomach is pulled back, but also up under the rib cage. You try to pull it up. This shuts down this navel area so it doesn't bleed energy out in this way. That stops it. So if you're successful at this, the energy has to rise in the chest area. Then it goes into the neck. So there's something called a neck lock. A neck lock is when the chin is pulled back like this. The chin is pulled back. It is not this. You do not bend the head to apply the neck lock. The head is up and the chin is pulled back. Then we have in the head the mind lock. Mind lock means that you have sat in meditation for some time and mastered pratyahara practice, which is the 4th stage of yoga. And this means that we are pulling in our sensual energies. You sit down and you feel this energy that pours out of you in a spherical direction. You pull that back in. Containment. Bring the energy back into the psyche. When you do that, it will cause certain developments in time when you master that. So that's the mind lock. Another way to apply the mind lock is to focus on the third eye. But you have to have been practicing that in meditation separately. Otherwise, it'd be difficult for you to do it while you're doing the practice. So those are the basic locks, and they're necessary. So whenever I stop, I will pull up. Usually I stop and then inhale, and then I pull up. And when I exhale immediately after, I pull back up again. Do not let the locks, just relax them like this. You have to keep the locks, okay? So we'll do some posture. So if you're sitting on a chair, you can bend over like this, head up. Inhale, draw in very tight, apply your stomach lock, check your anus, pull it up, sex lock, pull it up, exhale, inhale, hold the lock, exhale, inhale, hold the lock, exhale, inhale. Okay, so when you exhale, you're doing a practice in Sanskrit that's called Kapalbhati, which means that you focus on the exhale, blow out as hard as you can. The air will come back in of its own. You don't have to concentrate on inhaling. Okay? So, when I blow out like that with force, the air will come back in. You don't have to worry. But the important thing, it operates the diaphragm. Eventually, the diaphragm begins to work. Right now, your diaphragms are dead because you haven't used them. You've just been going along like a couch potato throughout this life. You haven't been working them, so the diaphragms are dead. Not only that, you breathe in opposite. When I breathe in, my stomach comes up. When you breathe in, your stomach comes in, which is wrong. If the diaphragm is supposed to work properly, it means that when I breathe in, the diaphragm should collapse like this so that the lungs have a bigger area to expand. When I breathe out, the diaphragm should go up like that and squeeze the air out of the lungs. But in your system, it's doing the opposite. If you do this breathing, eventually your system will switch because the diaphragm will begin to work. It's been sitting there for what, 50 years, 60 years, not doing anything? So it's like a dead muscle. So you have to make it work. When it begins to work, after doing this practice for some time, you will find that when you inhale, this goes out. And when you exhale, this comes in. So that will come in time. Okay, so that's one exercise. Hands on the knees is another one. Inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold. When you exhale, exhale with force. Inhale, hold. Put the hands on the hips, fingers forward. Inhale, pull up, exhale, inhale, pull up, exhale, inhale, pull up, exhale, bring the hands up, bring them up, bring them up. Inhale, hold, pull belly in, check your anus, check your sex lock, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, hold, push your hands straight up, palms up, palms should face the sky. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, start again. Inhale, push the hands up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, hold, bring your arms down around your neck. Exhale, inhale, pull your blocks up, keep that chin back for me. Start again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, hold, pull your stomach up, exhale, inhale, 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 exhale, Bring your hands on the top of the head. Leave a space in the middle. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, hold, pull your stomach up, hands straight up in the air. Inhale again, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Push the arms back and keep the body where it is, so you stretch the arms back. Just let them fall back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep that neck forward for me. Keep the chin lock on. Start again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, put the hands in the back, right above. So they're like this. And you'll be breathing air straight down the back where those arms are, but in the middle. Inhale. Pull that stomach up. Keep the chin locked. Pull the chin back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the hand in the front now. You'll be breathing down from the navel down to the pubic area. Try to visualize that you're pushing the air down from the navel to the pubic area. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Start again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Bring the arms up. Put them straight up onto the neck like this. Chin up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Start. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, now bring the hands up to the temple. And you breathe through the top of the head. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, bring the hands up in a prayer fashion. Above the head. Just let it rest on the head. Try to take some help from the divine beings. Let's start again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Okay. Sit to meditate.